He says the name or word Easter was, as you both stated, a word given because of the month the Pascha fell on. That's true. But why was that month given that name is the question that you guys didn't touch on, at least not in this clip. That month was given the name because it was the month of the spring goddess Eostra. Eostra, he spells it like 4 different ways, depending on the Old English dialect, which means spring. That's true. It was given that name because it was the first month where the spring happened. So, yeah, I'm on the same page with you. This goddess was passed down from the ancient Germanic name for the same goddess Ostara. These languages, along with many other, are part of the Proto-Indo-European language, which are what we know of as ancient Aryan languages, which makes sense why they'd have the same goddess and similar name as the Mesopotamians, who also had Proto-Indo-European languages. So I do think it's a direct correlation. Okay. Let's talk about this real quick. I'm not saying that the name Easter doesn't come from I'm not saying it's not connected to the goddess Eostra. What I'm saying is that name means spring. There's a difference between saying, hey, we're going to name a month Eostra because it means spring, and saying, hey, there's this pagan goddess that we worship and we have this festival and we're just going to use all that stuff to make something called Easter. That's just not the case. And we see this even in the Jewish calendar, and we shouldn't call it the Jewish calendar. We see this even within the biblical calendar, right? You have pagan names attached to months in the biblical calendar, in the Bible. So are you telling me that the Bible is using pagan customs? No, of course not. This is the way that language works. The whole point is that, yeah, it might come from Eostra, but by the time it's used to refer to the month, it means spring. And so they use the word Easter. And by the way, this is only in like Germanic countries and the U.S., right? In the Eastern Orthodox Church, they still call it Pascha. So this obviously is related specifically not to a goddess, but it's related to the month name, which means spring. That's the whole point. Rob?
Yeah, I mean, it's exactly made with that point that you have the word Pascha, which is taken from its context to mean something different for the Eastern Orthodox, right? They call it Pascha, which is an Aramaic term, Pascha, from Pesach, but they don't mean Pesach.
Right.
So words drift over time. And people say, oh, we shouldn't say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's Odin's Day. It's Thor's Day for
yeah,
Thursday.
Exactly.
You could make the same point. Or January is for Janus. You know what I mean? This sort of thing. And the question is, how many people out there who say, yeah, it's January or it's Thursday? Are they pagan? Are they invoking the names of deities?
People in the Hebrew Roots movement would say yes.
No.
Yeah.
What's that? Oh.
Yeah, but people in the Hebrew Roots movement would say yes. This is part of the everything is pagan. And by the way,
then they should abandon English.
Yeah, exactly.
If you were truly Hebrew Roots and that was your argument, then you're undermining you wouldn't have the word Hebrew roots because you'd be using Hebrew language.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Tell us your thoughts on this subject by leaving a comment in the comment section. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and enable those notifications. And we'll see you in the next video.